Hello, I'm Jessica.
I'm Jeanette.
And we are So Sweet Quilt Shop in Brunswick, Missouri. And today we're going to do a little chat. We're going to share quilting projects and some cross stitch. I didn't bring any cross stitch, but Mom did. We like to, it just helps us stay on track in our sewing room. So we encourage you to do the same thing. We each have a notebook. Mine's,
I'm on my second one.
yeah, I was thinking that's a different one.
Yeah, I filled the other one out.
And we write down 8 projects, each of us, every week that we share with you guys. So it's just a nice way to kind of stay on track. We know what we need to work on. And it's really fun when you get something done. You get to cross it out or mark it off.
Well, it's a nice little recording of your progress over, because my last notebook had almost 3 years in it. 2.5 anyway.
We don't put any pictures in here, but
I don't, but there's a date and it says what I'm working on, 8 items. And
yeah. So anyway, if anything we share with you today, we have in the shop a kit, a book, or a pattern, then we'll tell you that. Some of the things are like older projects or
fabric
stuff
we got somewhere else.
Yes, so we don't have everything. And go over to our Facebook page. The link is below. Every Friday we do a Facebook live shopping, and so you can check that out. Some of the things that you see here, if we have for sale, you'll often see it on that Friday video.
Do you want to talk about the exception of this week?
Oh yes, yeah, this week's video is going to be Saturday morning live shopping, just because I have some family obligations tomorrow, and so we'll be doing this family's up on Friday, so anyway, we'll be doing this live shopping on Saturday
at 9:30.
All right, anyway.
Okay, well, let's get started. So my first thing is a finish. Woohoo! So this was a little kit, a kit that we do have in the shop, and it's not done with that 2.5 inch candies. It's done with a different line called Giving Joy, maybe?
Yeah, Mom showed this last week, I think, here, and then it was on our Friday shopping too. But she got it done. Done. Isn't that cute?
There's a pillow back. This is the binding I added to it. So if you was to purchase the kit from us, it's going to have the 2.5 inch candy pack, and I think there's 42 of them in there. It has like a 10 by 10 white piece, and then you have your gray background and your binding, and the backing of the pillow is included too.
Yes.
I think this is an 18 inch pillow form. The pillow, I don't know if you guys make very many pillows, but I always suggest that whatever size your pillow that you're making, you make the form needs to be at least 1 inch bigger than the actual
It's really full.
pillow case, because that way it's really fluffy.
So it's full.
Fully finished, yay!
Okay, so I have a finish too.
And I like that.
Yes, this is Grandma's Girl is the pattern, and I don't.
It's a Villa
Oh,
Rose.
here we go. There's the pattern. This was the kit. So this is a sweet cut kit here in the shop. So that just means everything's cut for you. You just go home and start sewing.
I love that fabric.
This done. We do have the kits here. It's a very quick sew.
I don't know if that helped. I got it in the way instead of out of the way. It's really soft. It's art gallery fabric. I don't really know what line it is. Maybe a couple are different art galleries.
It's a couple different lines. I just picked stuff that coordinated, so it's unique to us.
And it is a good size, 54 by 72.
Yep.
And if you was to buy the kit, it's $71.90.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, I gotta get my book open. I was like, I was done. I did one thing, I was done. Okay, progress on my Sweet Kisses sew along. How are you doing on this one?
Oh, I didn't even bring it
I
today.
didn't even bring it today. So this is a sew along that we're doing here at the shop. It's on our Facebook, I believe. And I'm doing the throw size, which is 69 by 79. And you can see the one on the back is very, very scrappy. And that is the look I'm going for. And last week when I showed it, I have all my kiss blocks done, and there's 56 of them. That's what they're saying is the kiss block, or the plus block, X block, whatever. Then I had to have 42 of the alternates. It looks like that. I had 21 done, and I've done 10 more. So I have 31 done. I only have 10 more to go, and then I can start setting this. I just love a good stack of blocks, don't you? Very scrappy. I've used grunges, dimples, whatever was kind of solid looking for my kiss or my little alternate block center. So maybe next week I will, because I still have all the cutting to do for the setting.
Yeah, it's a quilt along on our private Facebook group. It ends June 15th as far as being entered into prizes, but you know, you're not expected to have it done on June 15th.
I would love to have it done by June 15th, but I
mine
don't see that happening. Because this is what, June the 8th?
I think 8th.
Yeah, that's not happening.
Anyway, yeah, this today's the 8th. You guys have seen me working on the birds for a year now.
And this is an Elizabeth Hartman pattern, and I think it's called Birds, isn't it?
Pretty Birds.
Pretty Birds.
And it was a block of the month that we did. We do have a couple of kits left, so you could do it just like mine.
Yeah, the kits are just like that. Isn't that wonderful? It's so much prettier.
Have it
I've
done.
seen it online, but I love to see it. You just want to look at all the colors.
Yes,
Look at this bird down here with the checkered. Isn't he pretty? Black and white checkered.
Yeah,
So
I got
neat.
it done. It's so exciting.
And it's a big quilt. I don't know what size. We didn't bring the pattern over. We do have the pattern, and we do have a couple of kits, maybe 2.
Yeah, maybe 2 or 3.
There is a lot of work in that, baby.
Oh, hours. I don't know. Someone asked me, I'm like,
Do I keep track of
100
hours?
hours,
No.
maybe 200 hours. I don't know. There's a lot.
There is a lot in that.
And, you know, I had some times that I had to, you know, take things apart and redo. And hey, it is done.
Done, done, done. Ready to be quilted.
Yeah, and I did, after I got it done, I laid it out and I took a picture of it and I thought, please, Lord, don't let me find a mistake in the picture.
I do not want to take anything else apart.
And I didn't see a mistake. So if you see a mistake, just keep it to yourself.
I didn't see any. Look good to me. Okay, so my next thing is this modern holiday table runners. So I think there's 6 on there. Is that right?
Wow, you've
6?
made
1,
some
2, 3.
progress.
Well, I made 1 ghost. But I took the ghost home. So this is a store sample. Yes, I think it's cute, and maybe it'll end up at my house Sunday. But
Well, so we started these for our live shopping. So we have kitted every one of these separately and then patterns sold separately. So watch our live shopping. We've been showing the pattern and the kits. And so Mom took the ghost home.
I took the ghost home because I just love the fabrics, and the ghost is so stinking cute.
Oh my gosh, it's adorable.
Cute.
Yes.
So I got 1 ghost done. I have all my background cut out. The black is all cut out. And I was working on the second one. I was hoping to get him done, but it didn't happen.
That's
There's
really cute.
5 of them to do. And look at these pretty prints. So I got all the black cut out. There we go. So see, I don't have the ghost cut out of this print or this print.
Yeah, that's going to be really cute.
And look at this one with the little purple ghost. Really cute.
Yes.
And then this is the binding, black bats.
Love it.
And so this is the one I almost had done. Was
Probably once you get started, it's not.
they're really not hard piecing, especially when you look at her birds. This is not easy. This is easy. Easy peasy.
That's the third, talking about myself again. That's the third Elizabeth Hartman animal quilt I've done.
And
like
I've done
that with lots of
little pieces. And anyway, she does a good job at it. Even picking out the fabric is a job. You know, that's kind of a task with her patterns too.
I enjoy that.
I've made one. One Elizabeth Hartman pattern.
What'd you make?
I made the butterfly.
Oh, the
and give
butterflies.
It to,
That's right.
Give it to a granddaughter.
Yeah. Okay, so I also had several quilts that need binding, and so I know I've shown you guys these, but they have binding sewn on now. I just need to hand sew.
And so I have 2 quilts that I need to do the hand sewing on, but I would rather cross stitch.
This is the Garden Vale Stars that you guys watched me work on for a long time. As
And
a
it is
leader
pretty.
ender kind of thing. Oh, there's Clara, and I got it done.
Yeah.
Or I mean, I've got it done, but I got binding sewn on it, and I did the lollies binding.
See how scrappy it looks? I
Yeah.
like that.
So anyway, now I just got a hand, sew it on by hand.
Sew it on by hand. All right, so I'm talking about scrappy binding. I will show you the binding I have cut. So I did the quilt, A Chain of Fools, and you guys saw me doing that. I did bring it back in because I do have it quilted. But I thought when I got it quilted that I had lots of little grunge pieces left, because you can see the little solid grunge diamonds, whatever you want to call them in there.
Yeah.
And I thought, why not use that as binding and make a scrappy binding?
Why not?
And look at the backing.
That's fun.
So this will be even fun with this scrappy binding.
Mm-hmm.
So I got my binding cut. Look at all the colors. So I'm
Love
just gonna
it.
do the leftover grunge that I used in there, and that'll be the binding. So, you know, most of these strips are with the fabric. There's a few that are not. But I'm gonna cut them into 20-inch segments so it'll have more seams, but then you don't have that 40-inch solid color. 40-inch solid color, it looks more, well, like yours, you know, you just have
Right. Little pieces.
little pieces. I'm gonna
like
cut that
5
tiny,
inch.
but I'm
Yeah.
thinking 20 inches.
Yeah.
So let's hope I get that sewed on, and I don't know when the hand sewing will happen, but I need to take another road trip. When I'm in the car, it's perfect time. I'm trapped to sit there and sew binding on by hand because you don't have to, you know, it's not like cross stitching in a car. This is very non-thinking.
You don't have to really study too much.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so another one I got binding on, and I have started hand sewing this down. This is a kit we do have in the shop. It is a fat quarter, one of our popular fat quarter packs. So it took 16 fat quarters. And the pattern's called Pilaf, I think.
It is Pilaf.
But
I've made that
getting
one. It
there
is
on
a
the
nice one.
binding. I have this side.
And it is a Villa Rose, so it goes together very fast.
It's good size,
Mm-hmm.
lap size. So I need to get that one finished.
Yes, you do. All right, so now let's jump over to my cross stitch stuff here. So I'm going to show you my Miss Eliza. So this is a sampler that I've been working on, which will take me years. I'm convinced it will be years. This is one that you do have to kind of set with good light, and I have, what do I call it, like thread wax? Is that what
Yes.
you call that? Thread wax. Because the yarn is a wool blend, and so it's very fuzzy. I don't know how else to describe it. So you have to put wax on it. So anyway, this would not be a travel thing.
Right.
So there it is. There's a better picture of it somewhere. There. So there's Miss Eliza. We do have these books in here. It's by Artist Design. Rainbow of Thread is the book. And I have made a tiny bit of progress, not very much, but I still want to be working on it. Kind of washed out in them.
Claire.
There's a group over there. How pretty it is. So I mean, I wouldn't even say I'm maybe a fourth done. What's the stitch count on that? It's big.
Yeah. Do you even want to know? 300 by 300.
So it is square, and I've got a long
And
ways
it's
to
big.
go. And you can see I have a big old needle because of the thread is so thick. I mean, it comes on these spools, and it's got that, see how fuzzy it is? I don't know how else to say it. It's just fuzzy thread. But it's the wool blend that makes it that way. And so I have to use that thread wax
Yeah.
for my stitches to lay down nice.
Right.
Thread
Okay.
conditioner is what it's called. Thread conditioner.
Not wax.
Not wax.
I think it is wax. But...
I don't know what it is.
Okay, so Mom took home the ghost. I took home the flowers.
I like that.
And I haven't even opened it, but maybe,
It's nice and a pretty package.
maybe today it is, you can get the kit, the pattern sold separately, but it finishes 18 by 54 and it's 27, 28.
I don't tell you any of those details on my ghost, but it's about the same. All them runners
probably
are
show
about the
them
same
on-
size.
We'll probably show them on our live
On
shopping
Friday.
on Saturday
Or Saturday.
this week.
That's the Chain of Fools pattern. I did bring that. I don't know why. All right, so my next cross stitch is the blue work pairs, which mine are green.
Green work pairs.
Green work pairs for me. And they look like that. You can see how they've made them in pairs. It's got fabric behind it. It's got a little wool leaves and a wool brown stem at the top. And I'm planning on finishing mine just like that. So I'm working on the third one.
Wow.
So I have made really good progress.
Yes.
And then, I don't know what I was thinking. I went in the middle. Why didn't I go up to the side? and save some of this fabric.
Uh-huh.
So this is just a 20 count Aida ivory. Very basic, simple, and that's what I was going for. And so that's number 1. There's number 2 done. And this one is a little smarter. So I started the number 3 right here, because you should be able to get 2 on each one easily.
You learned.
I've learned. So stay tuned for that. I have got, and I'm sure I'm not the only one, I love to cross stitch, but I'm not good about fully finishing them. I have at least 5 items that are stitched, but they're not made into a frame.
Oh, you're talking
or
about
pillow, or
you finished it, you just haven't put it in a frame.
It's not fully finished because it's not where I can display it, but all the stitching's done.
Right. Yeah, so that's like putting binding on your quilt. Like, get it done so you can enjoy it.
Yeah, because it's not on display and you don't get to enjoy it.
Right. Okay, so the next one I'm going to show is another sweet cut kit that we cut here in the shop.
So cute.
And so everything's cut for you. And this is now see my little dog, he got the kit and destroyed it all over the living room. Did not destroy the fabric, thank goodness, but destroyed the bag and the pattern. This is a little puppy. So exciting. Anyway, this is the pattern. The kit is 69.46. It finishes 42 by 56.
Again, totally cut for you. You just go home and sew. Oh, that is cute.
I got 2 rows done, but there is a mistake. So I'll have to take some of this apart.
But anyway, I see
isn't
it.
Cute? No, you don't see it yet.
No, I don't see it yet.
Right there.
Right there.
Yeah, right there.
So it kind of looks like a bow tie, and if you'd have done them all that way, it would look like a bow tie quilt.
Yeah.
But that's not the look you're going for.
No, so I'll take this block out and just
turn it.
Put a new one. Well, I won't want to turn it because I'm making all the white pieces stand up the right way.
Okay.
Anyway, won't it be cute?
It will be cute. And that could be boy or girl. It finishes 42 by 56, which is a really nice, crib quilt more than a baby quilt.
So, I mean, I make plenty of errors.
Don't we all? If you sew, you're going to make an error.
That's right. Anything you do, you're going to make mistakes. So you just...
Because we are human.
Deal with the mistakes. But I guess I could have made all the blocks go that way and then it would have been fine. But that's not the point. So...
That was not the plan to start with.
Anyway, I'll have to take that out. Darn it.
I hate it when that happens.
Yes. But it's better to catch it now than
to have all the rows together. Right now it'd be a real easy block to take out.
Or what's really bad is when you've got it all quilted and binding and you hang it up and you're like,
I can see that a mile away. Now that it's totally done, I can see that.
Yeah.
All right, so this is the next cross stitch I'm dreaming of. I don't call it a start until I put the first stitch in the cloth, but I have got it kitted in a bag.
Got everything ready.
Well, I say that, but I don't have the cloth. We have ordered a bunch more hand-dyed that's not here yet, and I'm really wanting that
darker color.
Yes, because I picked out this gray that we have in the store, and it's not bad, but I want it darker. Right. I really like this look, how those colors just really pop off of that black. But anyway, we have the pattern. It's Swan Garden by Kathy Barrick, and I have put all the floss together. And I'm doing it DMC. She has she's done hers with silk, but there's I'd have $65 in silk. So I thought, I'm just going with DMC. So those are the ones I had. What a mess that looks like.
Yeah.
But then I still had to come in and get, because there's a lot of colors. I still had to come in and get these other colors that I didn't have. And I even have floss drops that I have yet to put these on. That is my goal.
Okay, so the Slam Dunk basketball quilt, I've made this quilt this is my 3rd time. I like to make it and then donate the money to the athletic department, do it like a raffle thing. So this is my 3rd time to make this quilt. You would think I would not make mistakes, but I did. And I've shown you guys this the last 2 times.
Oh, I've made it 3 times. I don't need to worry about it.
Yeah, but there should be a black line right here. See, there's a block.
See?
And not only did I do it once, I did it 4 times. So last week I hadn't started taking it apart, but now I have. So I have to take.
Now it's happening.
I have to take all the sashing or border, I guess, around every block. I have to take all this off on 4 blocks and fix that. It is a pain. I mean, I would rather be sitting and doing binding, all this binding I need to do, instead of taking those off. But
yeah, and anytime you take something apart, I mean, it seems like it ought to, you look at it and think it'll take 10 minutes, an hour later.
Yes, I've got one.
But you got 4 blocks to do instead of just 1.
Yeah, so anyway, when you mess up, you just, you know, take a deep breath and fix it. And
and sometimes it has to go in timeout for a little bit, and then you drag it back out. But
well, it's been in timeout for 2 weeks now.
It's done. Okay, my last item to show you is the Halloween kit. So this is a kit we have in a box here in our shop, and I've taken it home and yet to start on it. Look at the beautiful little box. Use that. I'm not going to take this one all apart because when you buy it, it's all wrapped in plastic.
And she's taken one apart somewhere, but I think
haven't
it's
put my
here in
hands
the
on
shop
it yet.
somewhere.
I think it's here in the shop somewhere. But that's how it arrives, all pretty, ready to go like a present.
Very exciting.
Very exciting. And I hope to get started on that. We're going to do a staff sew-in. You're going to be back for that, won't you?
I don't know.
Anyway, I hope to work on it that time.
Okay, so my last one is, now that I got the birds done, I'm gonna hit Fab Farm Fast and Furious. This is a block of the month that we're doing. I think we're 2 months in, and I've got another horse block done. So these were the month ones, and there's 4 horses, and I have 2 done. So anyway.
So what's the next month?
I don't even remember.
Have you got it?
No.
You haven't brought it home yet?
No, because
I say it was sunflowers. Is that it?
No, it is cows.
Cows.
Yep, the cows will be next.
The cows will be next.
So anyway, yeah, I'm gonna get going on this so I can get it done.
Yes, I love it.
All right, that's it.
That's it. We have done our 8. So if it's your first time here, normally we do live shopping on Friday on Facebook, but this week it'll be on Saturday morning at 9:30.
All right.
All right. Have a good day.
Yep.
Bye.
See ya. Bye.